fingers don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let's get set.
Young working out of the gun. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Young to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 4. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Steve Young, incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out will be the three-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young.
Go! 10-2 stop. Hey, let's get that home. Come.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Mike's 50, Mike. Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 13. Slap. General West. Let go.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. We're scoreless after one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
94. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, 2. Six guys. Check 6 guys. 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 3rd. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Reggie White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu.
Touchdown, LA! Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
And
you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6.
We got 4. Hey, Charlie. Clear. Check. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. I guess if you're going to run for it on 3rd down, not a bad idea to get behind your Hall of Fame left tackle there, Anthony Munoz.
He was so good, it was like a guard and a tackle was in the same body. It was almost like they had an extra blocker at the line of scrimmage. Phenomenal player and really prepped it well at USC, but they ran those power sweeps behind him in a big way.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, Young. And they'll get this one complete to T.O. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Got it. 50 to Mike. Watch QB draw. Come. QB draw. Shoot. 5.
Young now.
Watch the quick.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, Young. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Young will set to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Young on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Terrell Owens there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Reggie White. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Young looks to throw on 1st down. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Young now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 10-2 stop. Get it. Go.
Young now from the 50. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock. Got that black cloud over their heads.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.